that sort of?
Yeah, I think it's rich for some of the opponents who say go through the normal process when many of them were recognized through congressional action. I think Congressman Harris made a great point. We've got a defect during the termination era that this bill fixes. Look, anybody that objects to any tribal member any existing tribe, recognized tribes that objects to recognition because they're worried about their funding stream may be affected should be ashamed of themselves. If they believe that recognition is okay, but don't worry about their piece of property, what is that saying about your colleagues, your other fellow Native Americans? You know, if we've got to come back and I've got to fight to get more funding for more tribes because more get recognized, then so be it. But you don't use a fiscal argument to argue against righting a century-old wrong. And that's what burns me up. And if I hear that argument today in the hearing, you're probably going to hear me burn up in the hearing. Look, folks, this is time to speak truth to your friends. I believe that the people of the Eastern Band of the Cherokee, look, this is in my state. I have had a productive relationship in the past with the Eastern Band, and I hope to enjoy one in the future. But please don't use the argument after what we did to help the Eastern Band of the Cherokee when Republicans took a majority in the state house and the Democrats never listened to them. Don't play games with politics and don't start talking about your slice of the pie needs to be bigger, because look at how big your pie got once you got that compact renegotiated that I signed into law.